filled up. Get a big pile there, you guys. Concrete is a rapacious predator. It will definitely get its money out of you one way or the other, and if you're not on your game, it's going to win.
Days when concrete is poured can be intense. You've got a finite window of opportunity to mold a truckload of liquid rock into a slab, so it's important to move with a purpose. Today we're in central Massachusetts working alongside Colin Grace and Danny Lewis as they pour an insulated, floating slab in the basement of a gut rehab. They begin by making sure that the hole is deep enough for a slab on top of the gravel and insulation.
The big thing is to make sure that we have at least 4 inches of concrete per coat. And we put in the wire mesh the day before, and we have a little walkthrough to make sure that we're going to have our 4 inches. And then the day we go to pour, we get the truck in and we pour the furthest point back, and we work from the furthest point out, coming towards a door or coming towards windows where we can get in and out of.
Usually, the height of the slab is also marked the day before, using chalk lines along the edges and grade stakes. But because this is a floating slab, we'll see something different. When concrete pours, the foam moves, so chalk lines wouldn't work. Also, grade stakes pounded through the foam and plastic would provide little wicks for water and cold all over the basement. Instead, they use the floor framing above to guide the finished slab. But let's get back to that rapacious Creditor. The race begins when the concrete is mixed, in the truck, at the plant. Everything should be ready when the truck arrives because the concrete has already begun setting up. If you lose your slab, you may never get it back. The initial race is to get the slab poured and floated with a bull float. At this point, the slab is level and smooth. To get there, pour the concrete, pull it into position, rough grade, and adjust it to the right finished height.
As we're working our way out, we're making sure the concrete is placed uniformly.
As concrete pours down the chute, they pull it into place with rakes called backfill rakes or come-alongs. Come-alongs are also used to roughly level the mud.
And we tamp the concrete in place with the come-along tool.
As they pour, Danny pulls up the wire mesh to bed it in the middle of the slab. This reduces cracks and strengthens the slab. He does it again before final grading.
And after we have it all graded with our come-along tools, we take this 6-foot wide loom rake with a piece of 1x3 strapping and we work our way on it.
They establish benchmarks with the story stick and then work between the sections.
After we know a whole section like 14 foot wide by 24 foot or 40 foot long is all to grade, we take our bull float and we'll bull float that section.
As the bull float is pushed away at an angle, its leading edge pushes large aggregates down. This displaces the water and fine aggregates which rise up behind the trailing edge. Bringing the cream to the top like this is how you get a nice smooth finish. Look out for obstacles overhead.
After the concrete's all poured, we work our way out. Then we got to have the weighting gauge to get the water to come to the top of the concrete and dissipate off.
How long to wait depends on the weather. Today is cool and drizzly, so the concrete is in no hurry.
When you get on it, it's generally a thumbprint. So when you walk on it, you have slight abrasion on the surface of the concrete. That's when we know.
When the slab is difficult to push your thumb into, it's about ready to begin finishing the surface. The bottom 3.5 inches or so are curing fast, and the top can now be polished. Just don't let it get ahead of you.